If you're new to trading within FIFA 23, it can be difficult finding the perfect trading method where you're able to build your coins up even though you have a fairly small coin balance to begin with or you're inexperienced. There's so many different trading methods available and it's difficult to decide which one's going to really help you hit the ground running. So in this video, we're going to be going through the top 5 best trading methods to use if you're a beginner. But before we go through the trading methods, if you're looking to get some very easy coins, then there is no better place than AOA. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 23 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic at checkout, you also get yourself a 3% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. The methods that we're going through in today's video are by far the easiest. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the most profitable, especially once you get to the later stages where you do already have a substantial amount of coins in your account. But if you're just started, just trying to get into trading, or you have a very small coin balance, these are the methods in which you probably should be looking into. They either require next to no skill whatsoever, or they require next to no coins. So the first trading method is sniping. Sniping, quite simply, is looking for a specific type of player or a group of players, find their lowest buy now, and then continuously search the transfer market to see if you can get that player even lower. Let's say, for example, you're currently looking at a player who sells for 2,000 coins. After the 5% EA tax, that means you need to get them less than 1,900 for you to make profit. So you'll then set the maximum buy now to be 1,800. And this might sound counterproductive because we already know that the lowest buy now is 2,000. So whenever you search, it's going to come up with this message telling you that there's nothing fitting those requirements and you need to make some changes. But instead of doing that, what you're going to do is acknowledge that the message has popped up and then search again. That's pretty much all you need to do for sniping. Now, unfortunately, with the way that FIFA works, you can't just keep on pressing Y or triangle to search the transfer market because you also need to update the market. That's why you'll go over to your maximum bid, set that at 15 million, which is the highest that you can go in foot, and then hold left on your controller whilst you constantly search and then acknowledge that the message has popped up and keep on doing this as quickly as you can. Eventually, at some point, if you keep this up long enough, someone out there who is also playing FIFA will then list the exact player that you're searching for, and it will fit the requirements that you've set on your transfer search to have that player pop up where you need to be insanely quick to buy them and then list them for 2,000 coins. The good thing with this is just because you put the maximum buy now at 1,800 doesn't mean that you're always going to be getting players at that exact price. You can get it for less than that, and that's really where you can start to make some decent amount of coins out of these players. With sniping, you could really do it for any type of player. You just need to bear in mind that there's going to be some more profitable than others. And if it does take too long as you continuously search the transfer market, eventually EA will kick you out of your account where you need to go through a verification process. This method takes a bit of time as you do need to sit there and just constantly search. It's very tedious, but it's insanely easy to do. The second method is to use any type of pack method. This is looking at preview packs on a daily basis, although it's not actually guaranteed that you're going to make anything from it, but you can always go and look at the bronze pack method and the silver pack method. With the bronze pack method, you're just going over to the store, going down to classic packs and selecting the 750 coin bronze pack. You're going to open this pack and then you're going to compare the price of the items inside. If they sell for more than their minimum on the transfer market, you're going to list them. If they don't sell, you'll store them to your club. You won't become a millionaire from this, but if you keep this going, eventually you're going to have the players that sell to pay for the pack itself, plus also you're going to have all of those other bronze players that you've sent to your club, which can be used for upgradable SBCs. Those bronze players get upgraded to silver players, those silver players get upgraded to common gold players, and those common gold players get upgraded to rare gold players. With the silver pack method, it's more expensive, so you need to have more coins to begin with, but it's the exact same thing, except you're skipping a step. You'll still compare the prices of every item inside, and with this, where you're probably going to be making the most amount of coins is through club items, such as your kits and your badges. Now, where you're skipping a step is that you no longer need to go and get bronze players to go for the bronze upgrade. You can go straight to the silver upgrade. This can really speed up the process whilst still being able to profit from the packs themselves. You just need to have a hell of a lot more coins to actually go through this. You just need to keep it going over a long period of time. The third method, and this one is actually trading. This is the bronze and silver trading method. The cool thing with this method is the simplicity. So many people when looking to trade will put together some of the most ridiculous filters when all you really need to do is go over to the transfer market, select the quality to be bronze or silver. It works for both. This is why it is the bronze and silver trading method, and just search. You'll go across each player, and if they have a bid on, it's worth adding them to your watch list and quickly comparing the price. 9 out of 10 times, that player which currently has a bid on is listed a lot lower compared to the lowest buy nows which are currently active on the transfer market. If you see a player which currently has 150 coins bid, you compare that player's price and their lowest buy now at the time of looking is 400 coins, you could very easily put on a 200 coin bid, win that deal, and then list it for 350. It's not a ridiculous amount of profit, you're just making over 100 coins after EA tax. But you are the cheapest on the transfer market, and it's highly likely that that player will sell. And you'll be able to find deals way better than this. We're talking about looking at players where you can put a bid in for 200 coins and they end up selling for thousands, especially around certain nations or certain leagues. This is such a good method that it's always my go-to and my recommendation for players to first use when they get into Ultimate Team for the first time. It requires such a small amount of coins for you to get started, and you can get some really good deals. Most of the time with the trades you make, you're doubling your coins. It's just not sustainable once you get over to 10k, because you'll need to buy so many players for you to turn that 10k into 20k, especially if you're trying to do it within just 1 hour of listing these players. There's better methods to use, but right at the beginning and when you're first trying to get into trading, this is always a go-to. The fourth trader method is the chemistry change. Now with this, we're not buying a player, we're not buying the chemistry style, applying them together and then listing onto the transfer market, because that is just way too much work. Instead, we're just going to look at players which have already had their chemistry styles changed, and we're going to compare them to what's actively listed and then buying the cheap ones. The best way to do this is to select quality to be rare gold. You'll go to the Premier League, you'll select defender, and then with the defender, you're going to select the shadow chemistry style. In here, you're then going through and you're just comparing prices to what is currently listed. If you see a John Stones which is listed for 1,100 coins, and then the next John Stones which is listed is 1,400, you could buy the one for 1,100, list it at 1,400, and you'll still joint the cheapest for that specific player and with that chem style. And if he sells, you'll make about 100-200 coins in profit. But once you're done and looking defenders with shadow, you'll then go through and you'll look at midfielders with catalyst and then forwards with hunter. But it doesn't just stop there. Once you're done with the Premier League, you'll then go through Serie A. You'll do the same thing again. Defenders, midfielders, attackers. Once Serie A is done, move on to Liga 1. Once Liga 1 is done, move on to the Bundesliga. Once Bundesliga is done, move on to the Liga. And by the time you've gone through all of that, it's probably been 15-20 minutes. You just go back around, do Premier League again, and keep on going through. Most of the time, you will only be making 100, 200, maybe 300 coins per deal, but you will be able to find a lot out of them. They're rare gold players, they've got chemistry styles, and they're currently at their minimum for that specific league or what you're looking into, that there's going to be a fast turnaround. That's a fast turnaround for you selling these players for just a couple hundred coins profit, and then also a fast turnaround for once you are finished, go back to the beginning, go through again, and you'll find completely new players. And the fifth and final method for this video, not really trading, but looking at investing. This is Fodder Investing. The reason it's included as part of this is because you don't really need to trade. Of course, I always recommend it, but even if you're playing matches, building up your coin balance, buying a few players every single week just to store to your club whilst they're low, wait for EA to release future content with SBCs. If it's desirable enough, these players, because of their rating, because them being special cards, whatever it is, they will increase. And if you've already bought them when they're at their lowest, that gives you options to either complete the SBC that EA have released for a much cheaper price than everyone else which is trying to complete it at a time, or, and this is my preference and what I normally do, is I sell those players on. Typically, any rare gold player which is above 83 rated, they normally increase with certain type of SBCs. These can be different types of player picks, or it could just be an extremely nice reward or a good player of the month that everyone is wanting to complete. You just need to take the time to look at sites such as FootBin and analyze when players are at their very lowest relative throughout the rest of the year, and then just buy them, store them to your club and wait. How long you need to wait? Not really sure. This is where patience comes in. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could even be months. You can also do the exact same thing with special cards, and this is what I'm stacking up on right now. With the coins that I make throughout the week, I will then buy into Team of the Week players, as well as whatever's available as part of Friday's promo. I'll buy them when they're at their cheapest, store them into my club, maybe I'll use them for a few squad battle games so I'm not wasting contracts on my actual team, and then I'll just hold them and wait for them to eventually increase where I'll then sell them on. This is really all you need to do to be above most players within FUT. And it takes no effort, it's just a couple minutes every single week for you to buy into these types of players. But anyway guys, these are the best beginner trading methods if you're looking to start trading or you have a very low coin balance. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.